Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 with me, Alpha Pi Omega, Meiou Taxes 3.0 and Novgorod. So in the last episode you saw us basically win against the Turkish Empire, but the war is still continuing because Hejaz, the only one left in this, is being slowly destroyed by the Egyptian forces, which are most likely going to, I guess, annex him, because it's a Hejaz war for independence, so this whole territory will fall back to Egypt. Egypt, on the other hand, also gained a large territory here from Kanem-Bornu, but I believe that maybe Turks gained some territory, I'm not entirely sure, but Turks had their territory plundered by us in the west, and we managed to push them away from our territory while we invested all of the money that they thrown at us into a number of fortresses along the border. We saw that our strategy pretty much worked. They attacked our vassals Circassia and Ossetia, where we are also investing into fortresses now, and these will be working as a stop at the Turkish border, same as with Shirvan, our other vassal that we have here. We're hoping that during the war we invade the Turks, Egypt invades from the south, and we are all nice and dandy. I actually lost an alliance with Damascus, but it doesn't really matter because they are now a division of Egypt. They were forced to yield to them, which is, I guess, okay, because more power to Egypt and less diplomatic relations to us, or so I believe. We're going to cancel military access that we have with Damascus, because we don't need that anymore. And anything else that we can get rid of? Military access alliance with Egypt, England. We are leading 3 vassals, and I'm not entirely sure if there are some, maybe other... We can't find anyone who would be worth of the alliance. Well, Prussia would probably be worth it, but I'm not entirely sure they would be able to fight. Well, they might be able to fight against the Turks. It's kind of interesting to see. They would be... Who's their rivals? Well, getting any favors from them would be a nightmare, but you know what? Why the hell not? We're gonna try it. But I also wanted to see if there might be someone accepting a vassalization request. A dower? Those are probable nations. Well, they would accept it, but their relation with us is too low, so we can't actually do it. Dower is down. Dower is down here. Taramoxina, that's a Turkestan. It could be fine to vassalize you. You know, and just get a free province. But I don't know if it wouldn't be just better to annex them. But we said we didn't want to expand in this way, so maybe just diplomatically annexing them might be the right way. Turkestan. You don't have anything. No fort, nothing. Zugar. Oh wow, that's actually a big one. Okay, I think this guy might be worth our time. We have... Oh. Okay, so without vassalization this is not gonna happen. If we proclaim a guarantee, that puts us at 60... Yeah, okay, so that's not happening. But it's a good idea to see that they would do it. Teutonic Order, Varmia, Danzig, Erzincan. Oh, these two guys. Another mountainous territory. Oh, they would accept an alliance. Okay, so I'll take that. Azerbaijan might be a good investment. Another way to stop the Turks. Okay, so I'll take these and vassalize them. That's actually not a bad idea. Okay, and we have a free trader. So let's send him to African East Coast. African East Coast. Plains, Mississippi. Or rather to... Well, yeah, let's send them to African East Coast. I don't mind that. It's just another place where we can, you know, work with. So for this episode, I am expecting that we're going to finish this little colonization place. And that we are going to start colonizing Sogtahan as well. Which is going to give us this territory. Now, actually, it's kind of interesting. I read a bit about the colonization of the Far East by Russia, and we're about 100 years early. This entire territory was ceded to Russia by a treaty with Japan, and it was around year 1870 when they got here. So we are well ahead of our time, and I have to say, I'm not even mad. And while we're at it, we might want to build a capital building in Orkhon. So let's see, I think I already had an idea about doing that, but... Wait, we're colonizing, we're converting Barka. Is that the last? Because Salamda, I think, is a colony, and... Yeah. Okay, so Barka is the last province that we have that is not of our faith, and when we get them in a couple of months we'll be fine. Okay, so for this episode, colonization, building, drilling of our armies, suppression of the revolts that we have, because there are still some rebels that did not understand that we are far away superior. And preparation for another war with the Turks. I am no longer afraid of them, and holy hell do we... Well, we are still at war. Ha, I forgot about that. Well, okay, but Hejaz is, gone. Hejaz is gone. Or so I think. Well, the war with Hejaz is over, and I thought that they annexed them, but they forced them to pay them war reparations and gold. And instead they made them a division, a rebellious division, that is. Interesting. I thought that would be just a downright part of Egypt, but no. But I got other news that I can tell you about. First of all, I found out that both of these provinces, Ochota and Nakan, are now colonizable by us. So I'm sending our settlers to go there and colonize them. Because, we can. So why the hell wouldn't we? Wait, results of the war. You have in total looted 7,840 gold, 2,000 roughly was ours, and we spent 6.4 thousand gold during the war, which is not bad. That is not bad. So as I was saying, we are going to colonize these two and basically start going towards Sakhalin. And I guess some of these, like this one, could be also colonized, but that will lay a heavy strain on our budget, which is back to 16.42 as we dropped lower than we were on the 1%. But we got 60, which is not bad at all. We have no naval materials though, and I need to send my ships back to port. So that they don't consume these anymore. So the war fleet is going to go to Izhora. You guys are going to protect trade in the Black Sea. And I think that's basically it. Transport fleet is done. You guys are done. Yeah, I think these ships are the problem here. Anyway, I have invested about 800 gold into Orkon to build a level 2 capital here. They're finishing irrigation, and I think that they will be able to build this fairly quickly. Not exactly sure what the effect will be, but Orkon has a 91% autonomy, so yeah, it's our Far East capital. And quite funnily, I think that I built the capital in the worst province imaginable in the eastern provinces of the European of the European Russia, because our autonomy here is just amazing and appalling. I think though that the autonomy is it's the communication efficiency that is nightmarish. 1295. And here it's... Okay, I think there's a problem here. It's saying communication efficiency 0. Run origin 1295. 2547. There's something wrong here. I think it might be a good idea to start working on Usoka here. Building roads there, because that might be... There might be some... I know that this province seemed bugged before. And I think we might have a problem like that again. So if I wanted to build, design the project, improve infrastructure, pathing, rank 2 would be 462. So that's actually not all that unimaginable. I think we'll be able to do that soon. So in a couple of months I'm gonna get to it. And you guys are finally going where I need you to. Wow, we have a lot of revolts. Okay, so Burghut separatists want to raise in Barca. So this province is the biggest issue. We converted it, by the way. It's ours now, and we have achieved 100%, actually 110% religious unity. But what I wanted to see were the other rebel factions. And 85 Turkmeni by Ulyu. That's down here. By Ulyu. It's like the only province that actually has a revolt risk. And Sakhan Principal Kirenga, that's up here. So these guys will take care of that. And Pretender Rebels Urkan. Okay. So there's going to be 3,000 of the Turkmeni separatists. So I think I can send the 6th Republican army to Bay Ulyu, and they'll be able to take care of that. You guys will take Barca, and yeah, we should generally speaking be okay as far as this goes. Our army drilling is yielding good results. We're getting about 24. We're gonna get to around 24. Ships are moving on their way. We're getting a bit more trade. So happy Novgorod. Happy colonizing Novgorod. This is gonna be expensive though. We are going to pay 5 and 10. Oh wow, that's gonna kill our budget. That is going to kill our budget. How many? Okay, I think I can save a bit on manpower. Damn, I didn't realize that it's gonna be that expensive. We'll have what, 6 colonies. Yeah, well, this one is going to be finished soon. Okay, they started here, so we can go this way. Oh, and we now see most of the territories, so it's likely that we're gonna go this way. That's going to be a major war here. There's going to be a major war going on here. You guys colonized all of the provinces here, so there's no way you can expand to... Oh, okay. Well, the Novgorodian pretender rebels have risen against us in random places, like in Toropets, and then in 2 Far East provinces in Urkan and in LUN. So it's gonna be a while before we can clear them, but it should be fine. We can also take the Administrative Technology level 46, but instead I'm saving for the Universal Realm, which is going to lower the pathing infrastructure cost by 5% and drop the monthly autonomy change by 0.05, which is a big difference, believe it or not. Especially for a nation as big as us, this entire territory will greatly benefit from it. And places like Onon, I believe, are on a verge. Okay, well, you are not, but after separatism goes away, you will be under our control. You will be, so don't you worry. Okay, we destroyed these pretender rebels, so we can start drilling again. By the way, we got the provinces that I spoke about, Ochota and Nelkan, and we are fine as far as budget goes. We are getting almost 20 gold per month. Reason being, I've mothballed all of the forts, and you know, it's not that expensive. We can do it. If we max out the manpower, it's a bit worse, but you know, we can just keep it somewhere like this. And the good news is that we are in positive numbers, and that's all that we are interested in. Now, as far as this goes, I am... Wait, you need to reconquer this province. As far as the Kanatskaya Oblast situation goes, it's kind of stupid that we have to help them that much, but I just want to do it. So let's do it, even if it means that we'll just cut them some territory like this. Oh wow, there's actually a lot of provinces here. I thought that this was uninhabitable, and I guess it's just this one. Interesting. Well, the war with Portugal is coming right after we annex Crimea, so well, we might be running a bit out of time in this, but you know, still. Okay. Well, we'll meet you here, and then we're gonna reconquer that province. Good news is that this is not actually giving us any trouble as far as autonomy goes, so, or separatism goes. Hey, and we'll be able to take this during January. Good, 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 good. Other than that, we're building the roads now to Chadin in Usolka, so hopefully they'll finish soon. I'm pretty sure that Orkhon finished the irrigation by now. No, they didn't. Okay, still some time left. And I'm drilling the rest of my armies, with the exception of you, because you will have to suppress the rebels that will raise in by Ulyu. Hold on, game, hold on. You're having... Well... It's gonna take them a while to raise against us. Okay, let's take the Empire idea. Universal Realm. What marks the proper borders of an empire? Not the presence of a different people, more of whom may always be brought into the fold. Nor it is a rival power which exists to be encroached upon. No. By a right of force and destiny, it is the empire which chooses where its borders lie and no others. Pathing infrastructure cost lowered by 5% and monthly autonomy changed by 5%. So that's gonna make a major change for many of these territories. Like Pinega is now... Wow, Pinega is actually dropping really fast. Fully administrative. Universal Realm, bureaucrats, casual. Wow! Pinega is actually dropping autonomy really fast. It didn't before. That's interesting. You guys also, and Severny, Ural, you can see that they will now all lose autonomy. And actually by quite a lot. They were already reducing their autonomy, and now it's going to be just way more, well, I guess tangible. So I decided that as a last thing in this episode, we are going to upgrade our Arctic fleet, which I just did, and we upgraded them all into heavy frigates. We had some brigantines and some frigate-built ships here, and by upgrading them to heavy frigates, we are getting much more trade power. They all had 11, now they all have 4. And the 4 extra that we get amounts to, because there's 10 ships, times 3, actually 3, they had 11, now they have 14. So that's roughly 30, which means that I can take 3 of these ships and rename them as the Far East Fleet. And once they are repaired, they are going to be sent here into the Bay of Ayan to protect the trade there. It's going to be a long trip to protect trade in Manchuria, but I believe it's worth it. We can't, by any chance, build more ships right now, so I think it's a good idea. Well, actually, we're getting some... Oh, let's build one for the Far East Fleet, and let's actually build one for this one as well. It's gonna be better. So we're gonna have 2 extra ships. We can't afford having that many ships, but I'm hoping that the demand will eventually mean that our ships will be, you know, that the economy will start supporting them. I know there has been some problems with that before, but I hope that the script, you know, can justify the demand. I finished the colony that I had here in Mississauga, but before I could start colonizing the province of Bavitigong, Kanatskaya Oblast started colonizing it itself. So I said, okay, and instead send my other colonist to here, to Mikogason, so that we get more provinces of Manchuria under our control. We have how many? 4? Right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we have 8 provinces here, which kind of figures because we're starting to get some decent numbers here. 11% is, you know, nothing great, but, you know, with some of the bonuses from the fleets, we are going to jump to a nice nenumber. We do have a merchant here, we do. Okay, so that is fine. And let's check the revolt in Baiulio. I think they are screwed. Yeah, we are demolishing them. So that's the last revolt that's actually here that we should be afraid of. You guys can now go back to drilling. And we defeated you and can now move here. The other revolt that we had actually moved to Shilka, and as they're taking attrition, they are never going to hurt us. Oh, it's the Novgorodian Pretender revolt. No, poor good separatists. Okay. So now the Sakhan separatists will raise in... Oh! Okay, they're gonna raise in Kirenga. That's a problem. That is a problem. So you know what? I'm gonna split off 2,000 of you to retake this province, and the rest of you will force march to Kirenga because these guys can hurt us severely. Let's hope they won't raise now. If they do, I'm gonna harsh treat them. Come on. Okay, they won't. So, this is the plan for now, and I guess I'll see you in the next episode. As you can see, Novgorod is growing bigger.